Welcome everyone to Ed's Market Review. Today we're going to talk about two of my favorite topics. One is the electric car company Tesla, and another one is about the AI. And today I'm going to explain why I'm so bullish about the Tesla and why I still keep buying shares when they dip. So Andrew Karpathy, the director of the artificial intelligence at Tesla, a week or so he gave the presentation about what Tesla do and how their AI system works, and I was actually very impressed. So I'm a long Tesla shareholder, and I hold quite a bit of Tesla shares. It's actually the biggest amount of shares in my portfolio and the largest position overall. So I was sort of considering the that position should be complete, but now after the Andres presentation, I'm actually keep adding the shares, and the reason being is I truly like from what I see. I can see the path they take in and how they're actually leaving everyone behind. So Andrew Karpathy, basically what he did there, he showed very two important things for the AI, and those things being actually the amount of data. So artificial intelligence is trained by data. So if you have the data, you are the king. You can train. The more data you have, the better your AI can be. So Tesla has amounts of data for that. The cars every day collecting the data and sending to Tesla, and they don't have to pay a penny for that. So that's amazing, and no one else actually do that. So GM, Ford, Volkswagen, they don't have that amount of data, and they would need to equip their cars with sort of cameras to collect the amount of data. And even if they would do that, even if AI Volkswagen would wake up tomorrow and say, well, we need the artificial intelligence, we need the data, and we'll start equipment. The data, it, as I say, is a king. But second, as well, very important thing is the quality of the data, and that's actually where the Tesla it just blows my mind. So what they have another system that labels what he sees. He labels the other cars, the stop signs, the traffic lights. And you can say, well, why can it, if the AI can recognize these, and then why cannot just use that directly? And the thing is, being what they showed us, they use the timeline. So if it's not clearly, when they see something AI doesn't understand what clearly it is, they can go forward. Let's say when the image is a bit better quality, or if something is obstructing, they can then identify the object, go back, and at that point label it to what it was, and then they have this enormous quality of data sets, and then they can push to the AI network. Yeah, that's an amazing approach, actually. The third thing that blew my mind is actually their shadow mode. So basically, they can do this rapid iteration. So they can train the network, they can deploy it sort of side by side on the existing network, and if and they can compare whether or not they're heading to the right directions. They actually about a year ago, they have to pull back a little bit and sort of reinvent the wheel, because they saw the direction they were heading wasn't scalable. So they have to go back and then sort of do these all the better labelings and separate the systems for AI. So they have sort of different stacks, and they can train them together, then merge them at the end. So knowing that one thing changes in one thing won't break the other one. So that's absolutely amazing, and that's the thing. Even if Volkswagen or Ford or GM or any other company will start to collect the data, they don't have these capabilities. They don't have these rapid deployments. They cannot prototype at the level that Tesla does. So I'm kind of certain that Tesla will win the race for the AI, autonomous AI driving, and therefore autonomous taxis, and Waymo or Super Cruise or any other company doesn't even come close. So we have few Chinese companies actually copying Tesla, and probably Neo and Xpeng Motors. They sort of in a way copying the Tesla, especially Xpeng Motors, and I kind of like whatever Xpeng Motors do. Now the only problem I have is the LiDAR. I'm actually agree with Elon on this. So they demonstrated what the LiDAR does. LiDAR creates a precise map of the image and distances between it creates a sort of distances and a 3D map. So the problem with that is if you can achieve the same 3D image with the cameras, where you don't have to use the expensive LiDAR, why would you use it? Second, the problem with the LiDAR is it creates enormous amount of data. So therefore you have to have a better data bus, so better computer, better processing power, and all that costs money, but also that costs resources and in terms of energy resources as well. Your computer has to work harder to process all that data and everything. So if you can achieve that with the cameras, why would you use a more expensive sensor that doesn't add any value? So I kind of like the Tesla's approach, and and whatever they demonstrate, I was actually amazed, and sort of the depth they can achieve just from the vision. It's just mind blowing. So Tesla here competing not just on this sort of who's going to get first on the market, but Tesla is going to be by far the cheaper solution there. So I think that's also very incredible to know they can undercut everyone else on the price. The amount of sort of team size that works on the AI is mind blowing. I was expecting to have there thousands of people labeling of data, working on AI, merging together, testing it, running some sort of simulators or through the data, verifying. But no, they have 20 people that do everything, do the data labeling, do the neural network training, and sort of deploying in the shadow modes and gathering data back results. And it's just amazing, actually. And I don't think any other company can do that if they would want to, even if they would understand the technology, what's involved. They couldn't be able to do it, first of all, because all the talents goes to Tesla. If you super into it and you super into AI, would you approach the GM? Well, if you would see the Tesla hires and GM hires, which one would you go work for? So I think that's also very important. I will go a little bit more deeper after the Tesla AI day, but I think they already pretty much said whatever they wanted to say. And I'm just gonna reiterate probably some points or maybe just hopefully we're gonna get some more news. But as Elon said, it's more like a recruitment event than anything else. So that's what makes me bullish to buy the Tesla stock. That's why I think there is additional $1 trillion in value in Tesla stock. And yeah, some of it already priced in, but actually I think just having that full self-driving capability will unlock the $1 trillion, and going forward, rolling in the different countries will sort of double it that, and I believe that Tesla is going to be $4 billion company, that twice bigger as Apple is right now. So that's my bullish thesis. Tell me what you know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.